not sure we'll be able to do it, but we'll give it a go. If not, we'll do some dailies. This place is as good as any. Let me have the Aether now. Very well. No. You're mine. I should miss my mark. That fiend again, but we struck it down. Watched it die. Fools, death does not exist in this world, and I am free to return whensoever I please. Death doesn't exist. Of course, in the first, the power of light, of passivity, prevents life from emerging in the empty. In the 13th, the power of darkness, of activity, prevents life from finding rest, even should the soul be separated from flesh. So unless one's essence is absorbed by another, it is impossible to return again and again. Your Aether is reminiscent of that creature's. My mouth waters at the memory. What? I must devour you too. Yes, I must. Ye drifting souls, by my power be reborn. If another death is what they want, I say we give it to them. If you could lend us a hand, we'd be much obliged. That you would, but you already owe me a debt, and until you make good on it, I won't lift a finger. We'll speak after you've won, but know that if you lose, I'll help myself to your Aether. That a bothersome duty should deliver to me this lavish feast. Come, struggle with all your might. It will make you much richer and tastier. I should probably have warmed up with a trial or something before I did this. Behold the power of the Archfiend of Earth. This bodes ill. I suppose it's too great of an advantage. Need to drag him out of this damnable feast. There's no end in sight. A retreat may be in order. So that's one cinematic. When will you learn? No matter what you do, you cannot hope to win. You never know until you try, and I'm always happy to experiment. Zero, is there no way of stopping them from coming back? There is, but I have no reason to share it with you. You know, Zero, you do owe us for one thing. Your name. You'll have your promised Aether, but we are owed compensation for your name. A name for which I did not ask. But that I nevertheless did accept. Oh, she's so cool. They've been crystallized. Well now, that's quite the trick. I like her very much. Satisfied? Completely. Come, my friends, with Zero's aid we can defeat him. What is this? What have you done? Now that I think of it, you owe me a debt as well. You may have missed your mark, but I won't miss mine. Come on. What is this power? Be gone. That's safe now. Lighted buffers. One move in. This will hurt. Come on. Yes. That was close. Kill you all myself then. This is pretty intense. I'm enjoying this fight. There's a bit of a little 26,000 damage at heal. Come on. Oof, that was intense. That was really intense. Really enjoyed that though. Fools, do not think you have defeated me. I will return again and again. What? My flesh? Why won't it heal? What is this mean? What is the meaning of this? To seal aether in crystal. Memoria. But how? How do you have this power? Death has no place in this world. We are beyond it, and yet... Oh Lord Golbez, you have sent me to my doom. Curse you on your wretched flattery, and this abominable fate. I don't have Graha on here. Oh. Wow, it's been a while since this has happened. You are welcome, seekers of might. I am Ainzul. I am Golbez. I have called you four hither. I who would see us triumph in the coming crusade. That I may entrust you with command of our armies. Yes, yes, but what of the promised gift? In exchange for our loyalty, we are to feast on the finest aether. And so you shall. For if you are to serve me, you must be strong. Then honor the pact, and pray we are not disappointed. Very well. Behold. Fiery wings, the savage horns. It pulses with life, such vibrant aether. This magnificent creature could only come from beyond the veil. Indeed. Feast, my friends. Feast, and arise as my four archfiends. As they are now, they can consume but a fraction of the dragon's aether. Just as well, the creature may yet serve other ends. Are you alright? Yeah, alright. Nod. Nodders. Void Sen's essence remains. Hello, Faye. But it has been sealed away, transformed into crystal. How's it going? Memoria Scarmiglion called them. I take it they are connected to the war of which you spoke. Aye, their use was central to the Contra Memoria, hence its name. Binge watching Grey's Anatomy. Oh, I haven't actually watched that show. Is it good? And to my knowledge, the transformation is permanent. I see. We thank you for coming to our aid. Crying every 5 minutes. Hello, Ashin. Or Ash number 2, sorry. Crying every 5 minutes. Don't do it, don't watch it. I'm planning on watching Doctor House at some point because it's on Amazon Prime. Hello, Ash 2. I repaid a debt. And in doing so, I ensured that I received my own due compensation, which I shall have now. Faye bullied you again. I mean, Faye bullies everyone. Yes, yes. I still have work to do. So I would thank you not get carried away. Did you stream last night? I don't remember seeing you streaming. I'm ranked. Was that not the night before? Oh, it went last night. Oh shit! I skipped the Aether is coin as the coin of chance. I appreciate the simplicity. We queued against. Oh, you queued against each other. Oh, that makes us even. I trust. Did she beat you? Right then, when you picked up the crystal, you experienced a vision, did you not? She killed you. Oh well. It means you've got to get better for the next time so you can beat her. A dragon resembling a great worm. I dare to hope it was Asjada. I'm having real trouble with these names. I'm just gonna... Right. You was a god in that game. Image. We're just gonna get rid of the chat. Because I don't really want my guild chat being shown. We're gonna have Graha protect our chat. Oh, I would join in for customs. I mean, I'd be terrible. My team would definitely be at handicap. But I'd join for customs, even as it pains me to think she had been made to suffer. Emmett, I don't actually have Emmett on. That's true. I could add Emmett. Hang on. I'm not. This is a really like important cutscene, and I'm just fucking around. Well, I'll add Emmett as well. Where is Emmett? I've got Graha. There's Emmett. All right, here we go. Emmett will just hang around. Shackle is the new word, by the way. You invented it. You should submit that to the dictionary. You get paid. We're gonna turn you transform, flip horizontal. No, all right. Well, that works. Flip vertical, and we're gonna have him hanging off the edge here. What does it mean, child? What does it mean for the ambitions of this Golbez? We've been given much to consider. Let's take a moment to review what we know. I can actually turn my thing back onto FC chat now. I shackle try my best. Oh, thank fuck that's over. If Golbed has Asjada at his mercy, then we must find him. Hopefully Zero has knowledge that will aid us in his search. We vanquished one of Golbez's archfiends, but 3 remain. As troublesome as this one, I expect. It's talk to you said from Grey's Matter. Can't think straight. I remember that happened to me when I binge watched Doctor Who, and got to, I don't know if you, I don't know whether you'll know this, but I got to Doomsday and cried, and then I got to another one and cried. It was just too bad. In light of our recent experiences, I expect we will have questions. I trust Zero can answer some few of them. You didn't see that? Oh, you should watch Doctor Who. Doctor Who's so good. It's like sci-fi, spacey stuff, but it's heartbreaking. It's on Amazon Prime. We should still be owed at least that much, I dare say. Oh, that was weird. From the Memoria to Golbez and his Archfiend. Oh, I cried twice. It was on a yeah, it's a really good show. It's a really good show. But there are some moments that are really sort of sad. So it's quite old now. I think it's about 50 years old. We have more questions now than answers. But that is a sign that we're making progress. That is. Hello, Zero. There is nothing like the aether of a living mortal. I haven't felt so satisfied since my return. I got the Moon Ambassador's armor or whatever the fuck it's called. And my dancer's looking pretty damn cool. Look at this armor, Faye. Have a look at this armor. Tell me that ain't cool. It's the radiant armor. It's the armor that you get for these tombstones. Still showing off. I'm always showing off, Alf. You know that. I thought you'd be in. You should be in bed. I thought you're well on. That's why I didn't send you any messages or anything. Otherwise, we could have played some Stardew, but. Checker, you've come to the 13th yet? Before, yes? You fought Voidsend here. But clearly you didn't know they could regenerate, else you would have shared that detail beforehand. I wanted to go back to bed, record a fuck it on it, yeah. Yeah, because I saw the pictures of the mattress. Is it a furry game? No, it's not a furry game, it's got cat girls and cat boys and lizard people. But it's definitely not a furry game. They seemed to stay dead at the time, yes. I was in a bit of a rush and didn't have time to wait around and see. From what I know of your foray, I can hardly blame you. Perhaps they returned when you left, but if they didn't, there must be a reason why. Characters are hot, yeah? Especially her, and somewhat her. And the sir that's currently looking over my chat. There are circumstances in which we're unable to return. If you'd like, I can tell you about this. I mean, it's got a bit of a bad reputation for that, but it's not exactly a furry game. Please do. The story's amazing. The more you devour, the more powerful you grow, but in that process, your essence is blended with those of your prey. If you were to lose your flesh, the souls you had come to harbour may break free and coalesce into a distinct Voidsend once more. But before you yourself return, your own soul might be devoured by your enemies or your erstwhile prey. A fate more likely than for stronger beings who require more time to regenerate. Yeah, I would 100%. So you can do a free trial, and it's completely free up until level 60. You get access to the base game and the first expansion for completely free, and all classes that you can unlock at that point, you can level up to level 60. So if you wanted to, you could literally play the game, level up every class to level 60, and then... Yeah. And the story... I mean, the first two expansions are a bit slow, but once you get past them, they're fucking... the story's amazing. However, even assuming you were to survive the process, it's highly uncommon to return as you were. Because Faye's on NA and I'm on EU. So you're going to have to choose. It's going to be like that thing where you put a baby between two people, and whoever it crawls to is the favourite. Already getting much. Yeah. I mean, I've got a character on NA. Ash One doesn't believe me. No, go NA, and I've actually got a character on NA that I'm leveling up, so we can all hang out and do dungeons and shit. Yet, despite his great strength, Scarmelian managed to resurrect rather swiftly. Are there others capable of the same? Not that I'm aware of. His attachment to his flesh must have been unique fit to him for him to develop such an ability. Okay, see you later, Faye. I believe we understand the fundamentals of rebirth now. If I may, I would ask you about your power. Will you tell us about it? What you saw should speak for itself. I combined Aether of the Soul in Crystal. Many have wielded this power during the Contra Memoria, but I'm the only one left. How does one come to wield Memoria? And what happened to your peers? I've never thought about that. I do not know, though. I do know though that Voidsend can't use the power. I assume that it's. I assume I can because I'm mortal in part. I see. No, you don't. You're fucking blind. 0. I wish to ask you about the man called Golbez. Is there a class that you would recommend? So let me get through the cinematic and I'll talk you through the classes quick. 0. I wish to ask you about the man called Golbez. He may well have my sister in his clutches. Is there all I can tell you of him? The name sounds vaguely familiar, though I can't say how I know it. If he is powerful, however, someone in the castle may have heard of him. Then we must try talking to the other Voidsend again. Let us entrust the task to Pachaka. Her echo will facilitate the communication. More importantly, she should be able to maintain her composure better than a concerned sibling. That I cannot deny. Forgive me, but will you not ask about Golbez in my stead? On the terraces to begin with, perhaps? Oh, I forgot to change my armor. Thank you. We shall remain here and discuss what other avenues we might pursue in the meantime. Alright, so the way the classes work in FF14 is you, depending on what you have equipped, that will be your class. So as you can see, I've got all of the classes unlocked here. And you can just switch between them however you want. Literally, if you want to play one class, you can level that up to 60 and then switch to the same class on the same character, but you have to level it up again. So this is the crafting stuff, so yeah. These are all the tank roles. I personally would recommend, so you're going to have up to Heavensward, so you'll have Paladin, Warrior, and Dark Knight, so you'll have these 3. Dark Knight's probably the easiest. In Healer, I would go for White Mage, because it's just the easiest healer to play. That's what I actually main. This is my main job. Scholar's pretty fun, and Astrologian I haven't actually played that much. But so Scholar, you have a little fairy, and the fairy is what helps you heal. White Mage, you have a lot of like direct heal, so you've got like your Cure 2, which heals straight away, gives you a decent heal, and all this. But, oh, you won't have that one. And then in DPS, I would go for... I wouldn't go for a physical ranged, because they're actually quite shit. In the only one that's good is the Dancer, and you won't have access to that in the free trial. Magic, you'll have Black Mage and Summoner. Black Mage and Summoner? Yeah, just Black Mage and Summoner. Summoner, as you can see, I've leveled up to max, and Summoner's really fun, because if I go to Summoner, you get this cute little thing called a carbuncle. In fact, hang on. So you get a cute little carbuncle, and then you do like a rotation where you basically turn the carbuncle into one of the 3 primals. So you got like fire, stone, and wind. And then you like cycle through the attacks, and as you get on, you get more and more cycles. Black Mage is actually the hardest. It's literally the hardest class in the game to learn, because the rotation is really long. But you can play that. That's what I started with, and I had fun. So those are the 2 magic damage dealers. You'll have Dragoon and Monk, I think, for the melee DPS. Yeah, Dragoon, Monk, and Dragoon, Monk, and Ninja. Oh no, just Dragoon and Monk, I think you'll have. So those are the melee DPSs, and they work they work by attacking in melee range. But literally what you can do is, or what I did recently, is I went round, unlocked all of the classes I could unlock, and then played them for a little bit to sort of see how they played and if they were fun, if I enjoyed them and all that. But because you can switch, because I'll show you because I've got it all set up so that I can switch easily. But if I like go to this and equip it, it equips my scholar stuff. Or if I want to be a machinist, I just equip the machinist thing and it equips all my machinist gear. I would highly recommend playing it. It's a really fun game. I mean, it's heart-wrenching at times, but it's really fun. So it depends, depending on what weapon you've got equipped is the thing you'll be able to do. And then there's a whole load of crafting classes. Summoner's fun. I've got a friend who started on Dragoon, which is the Lancer class. So you've got a big spear, and he hated it. He just really didn't enjoy it. And then I got him to join again and play Summoner, and he's currently he bought all of the expansions and is currently he plays it quite often. Fearful Wellington. So the clever one hasn't been eaten. Hadn't been eaten. If no one wants it, then perhaps... Golbez. Of course I know him. Only a fool without ears wouldn't. His archfiends lead armies to ravage and conquer. They devour those they deem useless, those who can't fight. Me, I'm British, originally. But I currently live in France. If you don't want to be eaten, then you'd better flee, though soon there will be nowhere to run. It seems the Archfiend keeps only those who are fit for battle. Others must escape or be consumed. If the one who devoured her dies, perhaps the mistress will return. Then I may bask in her gaze again. Oh, we moved when I was very young, and we just decided. My parents just decided that they fancied living in France, so we moved to France. Golbez, you say? My mistress spoke of him. He commands the Archfiends. They are very powerful and have conquered many domains. The mistress bade us defend the castle from them. Yes, she did. Seems the Archfiends have been attacking other domains. The fearsome reputation precedes them. Yeah, it's been a good experience. So now Alf's the same. We're both fluent in English and French. The tasty one returns to tempt me, so I mustn't eat you. I mustn't eat you. Golbez, I know of him from those I've eaten. He has minions, and those minions of minions. No one ever sees him. With his army of minions, Goldem would seldom have need to act personally. It would not be easy to reach him. Your English depends on the day. Yeah, it very much does. I mean, the same goes for me, to be honest. Yeah, Paris is not a good place to be. I got an email from Fairy, Alf. She forwarded me her TwitchCon invite, and she was like, "Oh, you should have a look at this because it might be good to go there because it's in Paris this year. It might be a good one to go to." And then I said to her like, "Yeah, it might be interesting, but the tickets are on like €135 just to get in." Yeah, a bit too expensive. Welcome back, Checker. Were you able to learn auto value? Oh, I just realised I'm so fucking dumb. Before I started the stream, I messed around with the audio because I couldn't hear the game very well. So I've like turned it up, turned it down, moved it all around, and I've just realised that the reason I can't hear it is because I've got like a wheel on the back of my headset that like goes up and down. And I had it turned way down. So Countless Voidsend answered to the Archfiends, who in turn answered to Golbez, as your vision did suggest. Scarmiglion's aggression is also consistent with the claims of the Archfiends conquer other domains. Fucking hell. The question is, how do we reach Golbez if he surrounds himself with armies of minions? We could target his other Archfiends, or perhaps those who have fled his service. Either may yield useful information. That said, we can't do much while he's stuck on the isle. Whilst we're stuck on the isle. Zero, I would ask a favour of you. I am determined to save my sister Asdaja I'm determined to save my sister Azdaja. If there is even a faint possibility that Golbez has her, we have to find her. Find him. Just a really, really boring class. Well, you're having real trouble typing today, aren't you, Faye? I just gave Ash 2 a run of the classes on FF that he can play. He says he's going to try Summoner, which is what you started with, isn't it? To that end, I want you to lend us your strength and knowledge. Will you accompany us on our quest? I've got in the way of the world already. If you want my help, offer payment. Yeah, but he won't be able to play Dancer in the free trial. He'd have to buy Endwalker. Oh, Summoner doesn't suck. It's fun. It's a real shame we didn't get to you. We didn't get to you earlier because I don't know if the thing. Oh, it's a shame because the third expansion was actually free up until the 8th. So if I'd have caught you beforehand and knew you were interested, you could have gotten the third expansion for free, but then you'd have to pay a sub. None here will aid you out of kindness of their hearts. Any who claim otherwise are liars and betrayers. Or is this less a request and more of a threat? If I refuse, will you force me to serve? If you accompany us, we can offer you protection. Surely you desire something. Name it. You're a poor uni servant. Well, I have no purpose. Why would I desire anything? I pay for mine in 6-month intervals, and it's about €60. But you can pay less. I think 1 month. I think 3 months. 90 days is... Yeah, that's a good point. Faye's got a point. I mean, just do the free one. Yeah, you can do the you can play it for completely free up until then. That's how I didn't bother to resist when the ones who hit. That's why I didn't bother to resist when the ones here fell upon me. What matters in a world that's already dead? By that logic, you've no reason to refuse our requests. The payment need but be to your satisfaction, correct? Did I not already say as much from the start? Yeah, the only advice I'll give you is don't, you need to push through the beginning, because the beginning's quite not grindy, but it's quite slow. Very well, Zero. I propose you travel with us, and whenever you perform a deed that requires payment, we will provide it in Aether. That's all you had to say. Everything else was superfluous. Yeah, if you skip the story, I'll bully you as well. Fair enough. To where now? Either way, either a place that archfiends might not strike, or refugees and the deserters may seek sanctuary. I know the latter. I'll take you there. I assume you also know how we can get off this isle. I was brought here on a mount. We can leave the same way. Now that you mention it, I did notice some flying creatures near the terraces. Given our numbers, we'll need a large one, but regardless of size, all can be won over with Aether. Excellent. Let's go and find our mount at once. Yeah, I probably won't be able to play as much on. I probably won't play as much on with you guys because my character on EU is so much more advanced. Not good. Lord Golbez must hear of this. I've got to drag Faye into some savage stuff anyway. We've got to do Shinryu in Extreme to advance for us. No, it's just Faye's finished the game. Like, she's done all of this, but I'm much more advanced because like if you look at my my like minions, I've got like 5 pages of minions. I'm gonna finish the story here and then I'm gonna grind for Endwalker on NA. The Unreal thing soon. Oh, with the Ultimate Weapon. Oh, yeah. I don't know how long until I get. Oh, this will be a lot more interesting once I get into a dungeon. By the way, just so you know, Ash. So 2 more quests and I'll have a dungeon to do. Sophia or something. Yeah, I've heard of that one. I have heard of that one. We should be able to fly into Mount here. With the castle in disarray, the creatures will be hungry. Just a little aether will suffice. You ready? Yeah, we'll leave. I did, so I queued up for my Alliance raids yesterday. The 24-player raid. Like 2 days ago. And, oh, there it is. I, fell upon... Oh my god, she's got such a good voice. I fell upon... Aglaia, the like latest one, not the latest one, the one that released last patch, and I'd never done it before, and I just got it in my like roulette. It's a fucking nightmare. We wiped 3 times to the final boss. Well, we had you know, there's a moment where there's like 2 stack markers, and you have to like, yeah, 0 is very hot. I can't wait to see the moment that. Oh god, I should probably turn down Nightbot's frequency because he's spamming a little bit. Good. It agrees to serve. Get on. Oh, I don't like these things. They're really gross. It's Mind Flare. What the fuck is that doing there? Yeah, you're supposed to spread into 2 alliances, and the same guy got them twice, and he just stuck himself to the other stack marker. So the first time he wiped out all of our alliance, and the second time he wiped out 2 whole alliances. So like 2 alliances just got completely wiped out, and it was just before the balance mechanic. And it counts all of the corpses, so like we just got fucking wrecked. What is this place? My domain. In the beginning, it was a sanctuary for me alone. But over time, others began to gather here. Those who had nowhere else to go. A settlement of pariahs. Onisama. What's that? Mortals. They're mortals. No. Let me have some. Let me have some. I mean, I'm yeah, I mean, we're not toxic. It's just, sometimes it's, like, stuff happens and you're a bit like... Says the... I mean, you'll hear me bitch about other people on stream when I'm playing, but they're all hers. Ugh, it's not fair. I don't want to be eaten. Yeah, I mean, I bitch about people, but I don't. Yeah, you don't bitch in the face. You're under my protection here, and will not be hard harmed. I will give you my word. Fucking hell, her Japanese voice is amazing. I just get frustrated. Yeah, so do I. Oh shit. Follow me. Especially when I'm playing a role. Yeah, because like I play white mage, and there's like a few things that happen, and when I see other people doing it, I'm just like, dude, just I could be doing that so much better. This is my abode. The others won't come near it, so you may be at ease. Well, they know their place. If tantalizing Aether were to walk by, I can't guarantee they wouldn't pounce. It is Voidsend's nature to consume. Their sole purpose. Even if the pursuit of Aether may lead to their undoing, many succumb to the instinct. That's always fun. But any who succumb here will have to answer to me. This is my domain. This is my domain's one and only rule, and it is absolute. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, people tend to. I mean, it must be even harder for you, Faye, because you're a girl on the internet. Like, I know that on League, because of the way I type, people thought I was a girl, so they kept I'd get like flamed like that. Consider yourself duly warned. Yeah. If you wish to go among the Voidsend here, that is your choice to make. All have fled one from one master or another, but whether any of those masters in turn served Golbez, I do not know. You must ask them for yourself. Yeah, I mean that happens. I've seen that happen a lot. Many have travelled to your world, so it shouldn't be difficult to communicate. Yeah, I wouldn't know what it's like, Faye, for people to simp for my voice. We shall go about making inquiries at once. Thank you for your counsel. Once we've learned all we can, let's reconvene at yonder plaza. You're going too, of course. In which case I will accompany you. I wish only to observe. Do not expect me to help. Then it's settled. I'm ready when you are. Oh, they didn't give me the... Oh, ready? Then lead the way. I leave it to you to decide whom you speak. Yeah, she's gonna follow me. All right. I know, that's why I said it, Faye. It's just a shame my voice doesn't match my face. To walk around with her like that. You're her minion, then. You know I don't take minions. She has some questions. And I want you to answer them. Golbez, I don't know that one. Only Skathach. When she led us from beyond the veil, I grew scared and fled. I've been here since. I don't know anyone else, nor do I wish to. That's all I can tell you. Skathach was a powerful Voidsend who ruled over a vast domain. That was a long time ago, though, so I doubt she had any connection to Golbez. Same here. What do you mean, same here? I can't remember. I've forgotten what I said. Stay away from me. If you don't want to be eaten, stay away. Golbez. I've heard the name before. Yeah, I can understand that. Then again, I've had compliments, but I don't put face cam on as often as I used to. I didn't fancy it today, so I just didn't put it on. Ah, remember, always speaking of a great crusade. I don't know what that is, but it sounds delicious. A crusade, you say? From whom did you hear this? Farfarello. He was a minion of another minion. Went on and on about the terrible things he saw. I see. Perhaps Farfarello can tell us more. You're one of the mortals. Is it true? When you die over there, you really die. So it is, so it is. What brings you here then? Eternal life. No. Hey, yes, Golbez. He seeks strong minions to grow his army, so I hear. But recently he stopped doing that. Instead he devours all. Perhaps he's gathered enough fodder and is now intent on bolstering his own strength. A sure sign that he's about to make a move. Satisfied with what you've learned? Ah, but let's step away before you become too tempted to resist. Is there any, no, there's no talkie zones. Seems the rumor of Golbez's reach even my domain. Fair to assume he's gathering his strength for his crusade, whatever that may be. But I must say, I wouldn't have guessed that Farafello once fought in Golbez's army. It's a miracle he's survived serving an archfiend. I suppose I should explain. Farfarello is the weakest among us. Constantly in fear of being devoured, he seldom consorts with others. The only one he's comfortable with is Siriato. He's a cowardly fellow who runs the instant he senses a threat. It doesn't say it to me. Oh yeah, it does. It says you're listening to You Should See Me in a Crown by Billie Eilish on When We All Fall Asleep. I'm calling you out on your Discord choice. Exposed. He's a fellow coward who runs the instant he senses a threat and won't stop until he's exhausted. When the hunger grows too intense, they feed on each other's aether. Such is their relationship. But I ramble. Do you intend to seek out Farfarello? You intend to seek out Farfarello, I assume. Then I'll come with you. He's less likely to hide that way. Yeah. Nightbot, you might be spamming a little bit. Meanwhile, elsewhere. And also, give me one of these. Oh. That's unlucky. Not only did the mortals conquer Troia, they defeated Scarmiglion. I struggle to believe it. There is more, my lord. They were aided by one of our world, who transformed Scarmiglion's soul into a crystal. A crystal? This one speaks of Memoria. Oh, I added that one yesterday. Now there's a word I haven't heard for an age. It'd bring a pang of nostalgia to my breast and a tear to my eye. To find strength to continue when all strength has left you. To find joy even as darkness descends. And amidst deepest despair, light everlasting. If the very notion wasn't absurd, the gifted are gone, drowned in darkness as we all were. And yet Scarmiglion still does not answer. Were he alive, he would have returned by now. Yeah, Urianga says that. Urianga said that. It's close to, it's like around the, it's in Sharlayan. Were he alive, he would have returned by now. Weakest though he was, his ability to regenerate was without peer. Thy gave it away. Yeah. I think the firewood one comes from, I think you'll recognise that one. Firewood one comes from Restinian. Yeah. Yeah. Weakest though he was, his ability to regenerate was without peer. If this account is true, if the Memoria has survived, they cannot be suffered to live. Leave this matter to me, Lord Golbez. I, Barbaricia, shall strike down any who pose a threat to our plans. It is true you are a proven commander, well suited to leading an assault. And when I have succeeded, I would beg a boon of you. What do you desire? More of that aether. The dragon's aether. All that remains. Fuck you for putting that one in. I mean, there's about 20 in there, so the whatever. Let me go to paste bin. That's probably the worst one that's in there. Let's see. That's actually the first one I put in. The next one is, oh, do not look at me so. A smile better suits a hero. Then. Oh, there's also the lands that stretched on forever one from her. No more shall man have wings to bear him to paradise. Henceforth he shall walk. Yeah, I've been adding to it for as we go. The insolence, know your place. With respect, my locks are free of the wind, as the wind. My locks are as free as the wind. Without incentive to sway them, I know not whither way they will blow. Boldly spoken, I trust you will not disappoint me. Upon this flowing hair and my immortal soul, I will not fail. Then go, and impress upon these interlopers the futility of defiance. My lord. I think is Golbez Golbez. Nice to get to know you as well, Lash too. Have a good afternoon. I don't really care about the English voice actor. Takeshi Kaga. I think I know who this guy's voice is. Oh, apparently he's from Dissidia. Oh. No, I don't know who this is. Oh. Wait, I thought it was Eins Urgon. Farfarello keeps on to the fringes of my domain. This way. The Voidsend here don't answer to a master. They can do as they please, but all must answer to the hunger, and seek out prey when they need aether. Except Farfarello and Siriato, that is, they are content to take from one another. Barring an instant, they dare not venture out. When he takes flight, Siriato will not seek shelter until he is utterly spun. Farfarello, on the other hand, prefers to hide in the same place. Come. I hope you have a good afternoon, Ash, if you're still here. Oh, whatever will I do now? Siriato. This is rather unexpected. Where is Farfarello? Farfarello isn't here anymore. He's left. Yes, that's right. Left? That doesn't sound like him at all. Well, he's gone, alright? What more do you want me to say? I think he's hiding something, and off he flees, as he is wont to do. But something about this doesn't sit well with me. What did you make of Siriato's behaviour? He seemed frightened. Perhaps someone had threatened him. I don't think he was telling the truth. I think someone threatened him. I doubt it. Had he been threatened, we wouldn't have found him in the first place. No, he would run in circles until he couldn't run no more. That's his nature. As he says, Farfarello is gone, but this is quite unusual. As is the fact that Siriato, who is clearly frightened by something, chose not to flee but instead hid here, where Farfarello usually... No. We must go after Siriato now. I think he's yeeted him. Oh, I don't know if this is gonna... Yeah, why? Now we can talk trash about Ash 2 behind his back. Yeah. The superior Ash. He is the superior Ash. He knows how to play Valorant better than me. Siriato, we need to talk. There's no time. The wind rises. We must flee. The wind rises. What is he talking about? After him. What the hell? What the fuck? What the fuck? What's gone into you? What do you mean the wind rises? When the wind rises, she comes. Barbarissia. Barbarissia? Who in the world is that? I've been so fucking lazy in the last few days, I want to punch myself. I can understand that. I've been getting up really late. But I've been going to bed late. We must flee, all of us. There's no time. You've been streaming, though. I don't sense anything. You must be... But he seems convinced. It's a dead end beyond. We'll corner him. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it's better than not doing absolutely nothing. That's why I've been streaming and editing. Ah, yeah. It took me 3 days, about a day and a half to wash up. We're doomed. There's nowhere to run. What are you running from? I already told you. Barbarissia, the Archwind of Fiend. The Archfiend of Wind. Archfiend, you say? We will be devoured or forced to serve, to fight in the crusade, but it makes no difference. In the end, all are eaten by her and her enemies. I didn't want to fight anymore. That's why I fled and came here. I see. That explains everything, almost. Yeah, I can understand that. I actually almost didn't stream today because I woke up and I was like in a bit of a bad mood. I really wanted to get on with the Final Fantasy story. Sorry, I'm just trying to do something quick. Anyway. I don't know, you seem trustworthy, so I modded you. Yeah, it's just ban /ban then the name, I think. Yeah, /ban name and then you can give a reason. And you can do /timeout. I think it's /timeout name duration reason. I thought it was Farfarello who used to serve an Archfiend, not you. Yeah, that was pretty bad. That I can't believe that. That's just insane that someone would do that. Not you, who always ran at the first sign of trouble. You who now speak as though you were Barbarissia's minion. There's only one explanation. He devoured Farfarello, didn't he? That stream has 90 views, though. Yeah. Indeed. That would account for his uncharacteristic behaviour. So, is that the way of it? Did you devour Farfarello? And not just a portion of his aether, but his entire being? How did you know? It wasn't only your behaviour that felt strange. You felt strange. As if there was more than you present. Now, I don't believe you would have lost control. More likely it was Farfarello's behest. I can't hide anything from you. I admit it. Farfarello didn't leave. I ate him. He feared Barbarissia more than anything, hated the endless fighting, so he begged me to devour him, that he would never have to fight again. Rather than an eternity of fighting, he chose a moment of pain. For all the good I did, I can still hear his voice in my head. He's frightened, so very frightened. When you're eaten, your essence is blended with that of your devourer. And though you have no control, your consciousness in part endures. Were this a world where the wheel of pain, of life and death still turned, the soul wouldn't linger so stubbornly. In time, it would return to the great flow. There's no end here, no escape. All know this. In making his choice, Farfarello must have been desperate indeed. And now that desperation has joined with Siriato's fear, driving him to act erratically. That's terrible. This place will become a battlefield. We don't want to be eaten, neither me nor Farfarello. But there's nowhere to go, nowhere. Then tell me about Barbarissia. I would know what we face. It's too late. She's as good as here, and no one can escape her winds. No one. I mean, I get a decent amount of views on my VODs. Barbarissia, she has come. I mean, not on my edited down VODs. I'm only getting like 20 views on them. But I get a couple of views on my on the VODs that are on my channel. She's brought her domain with her. How interesting. The Archfiend's after you and yours, I shouldn't doubt. Perhaps you should go and find them, but be warned. People keep commenting random smileys on my TikTok. There might be bots, but be warned. Whatever this is about, do not expect us to get involved. I can't bear it. Eating and being eaten. I only want to be left in peace. You and me both. It could be a bot doing it, but it's interaction, so that's good. One of the Archfiends approaches. They must have been tracking our movements. She's here. Well, she's hot. Oh no, she's hot. Excellent. You saved me the trouble of traveling to Troya. So you're Barbarissia. Barbarissia. I was right. Mind your manners, mortal. My name is not spoken save in reverence and fear. And what is this pitiful domain? I want to know why there's an Oppo here. Pitiful wretches all. Yeah. I will put you out of your misery. I'm gonna check who this is, because behind the scenes. Give me voice actor name. No, that's the English one. No, go back. Give me Yuko Kaida. Oh, she's cute in real life as well. Do I know her? Oh, I do know her. Unfortunately, she's been in many things I've seen. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see who this is. I see. It's a shame Ash had to leave because we're about to get into a boss fight. Alas, poor Scarmiglion, good riddance. Felled by an outsider in pursuit of what, pray tell? A dragon, one who crossed to this world thousands of years ago. Know you aught of it? A dragon, you say? Oh. My Lord Goldbuzz is more clever than I realized. To let the prize live, that it might lure more prey to us. Very well. In gratitude and service, I shall devour every last mote of their souls. Where is she? Where is Adzjada? You even share its scent. How curious and irresistible. If you think us easy prey, you're wrong. Unlike Scarmiglion, I need not skulk in the shadows to claim what's mine. If you'd know about the dragon you seek, then enter into my domain. You may flee instead if you wish. If the fate of the sorry lot here is of no concern to you, one way or another I will have satisfaction. I want to know how her dress sticks to her like that. Or is it just body paint? What's the plan then? Go after Barbarissia. What else? Indeed. Yet she will have the upper hand in her domain. We must be no less than fully prepared. We must find her and get her answer. Will you be joining us, Zero? You may be easily goaded into accepting a challenge, but my curiosity is not so insatiable as to cloud my judgment. Nevertheless, if you're all desperate for my aid, you know my price. I shall pay it. So long as you leave me strength enough to see my sister home, you may take as much as you wish. Unless you forget, mine is no ordinary aether. Barbarissia too recognized its potency. Very well, we have a bargain. Well, little I learned in your absence did not pertain to the Archfiends. That discussion can wait until after we've tended to Barbarissia. Just you wait, Barbarissia. I will have my answers from you yet. I have no intention of demanding anyone's aether until afterwards. Weakening you now would only reduce my chances of getting paid. The less time we give the enemy to prepare, the better. If everyone is ready, then let us set forth. Indeed, and yet, my heart weighs heavy for those Barbarissia struck down. Were it not for us, she would not have come here. Should you require a moment, Zero? For what? Barbarissia took what she could. She was wise to strike quickly, as we would be. Indeed, there is no time for sentiment. Only the battle matters now. Get the spell speed, because I think spell speed is going to be useful. A word of warning. Barbarissia spoke as if she would only give answers if we were to defeat her. But even assuming she'll talk, which I doubt, I trust I needn't tell you how foolish it is to give an archfiend a second chance. Best to steal her away at the earliest opportunity. If you wish to peer into her past, the memorial will suffice. I'll try, but I can make no guarantees. You do that, and if we fail, well, you'll just have to search elsewhere for answers. Rest assured, this won't be our last opportunity to learn about Azdaja. If another archfiend were to fall, Golbez would surely be compelled to respond. We need only wait for our quarry to come to us. Indeed. If our struggles with Scarmiglion taught us all, it is that we must hold nothing back when facing an archfiend. Let us heed Zero's advice and seal our way at the earliest opportunity. If you're in agreement, then let's be off. We travel by Nisroch. I'm going to need to go and grab myself a coffee in a minute. I'm starting to feel a bit thirsty. Leave these ones to us. Aye, see to Barbarissia. Alright, I'm gonna go off for a break real quick. Gonna go off for a break real quick. Grab a coffee and all that shit. I'll talk to you in a minute. Okay, I am back. Insane. Ugh. And now we wait. So you streaming today, Faye? Hey, there we go. Anything else on? Nope. Empress of the Winds, Barbarissia. Come, give yourselves to my scouring winds, that may feast upon your essence. Void arrows or raid wide. Okay. Tank. Hey, I'm new here. Maybe I'll add a... Once I get the, if I get... If I get, oh, fuck. If I get I'm doing good. How are you, Peter? Maybe if I get just got to work. So, oh yeah, that's always fun. That's always fun. Gotta love her. Sorry, I am trying to respond. I'm just trying to concentrate as well. Yeah, I've just got myself some coffee. Yeah, it wouldn't be as bad if I was playing if I wasn't playing healer. Down for the count. Is this a active time maneuver? Ooh, that's creepy. It's Bayonetta. Oh, this isn't good. Oh, okay. Please stack with me. Alright, don't stack with me now. Don't stack with me now. Oh, this is a long ass fight. So it's this again. God. I'll break your every bone. That's not very nice. Oh, this is quite a fight. Yeah, we get it, we understand. Oh, that's a big ass fucking LB. I think it may have missed. Probably be using that. Keep everyone alive. There we go. Easy. Oh, not on it. Oh, everyone just left. 2 commendations. There's still time. With more of the dragon's aether I can... You're finished. Damn it all! Nope. I see you've bested Barbarissia. Well done. Her minions too are crystallized or scattered. The day is ours. What of my sister? Tell me you've learned something about Azdaja. So the Archfiend and her crystal yielded naught. Our efforts have not been entirely fruitless. We've deprived your sister's captor of another powerful champion. With Zero, we may yet challenge Golbez and his minions. Indeed. We could not have come this far without your aid. Thank you, Zero. I fulfilled my part of the bargain, and now I'll have my... Zero. Her aether is nearly spent. Perhaps unsurprising given how much power she used. I won't want to face another Archfiend without her. We should hurry back to the Zero's domain. Agreed. Eager though I am to continue, it would be unwise to risk our lives for the sake of haste. Let's suspend the mission and attend to Zero. Zero hasn't so much as stirred. Such power she must have expended. Though slow as to be nearly imperceptible, Zero's chest rises and falls in a steady rhythm. In her present state, Zero is easy prey for others at Voidsend. We must be on our guard. Though Zero remains unconscious, she appears otherwise fine. Insofar as I can discern, at any rate, being part Void Send, her physiology may be rather different than ours. Let's observe her for a while and discuss our next move. Azim's crystal has been added to the ending codex. Let's see what Yashtela's got to say. Even those part Void Sent require rest, I imagine, as her own abode seems as good, and her own abode seems as good a place as any. Unlike the source, however, there is scant ambient aether for her to draw upon here. How long do you suppose she'll remain this way? I haven't the faintest inkling, nor can I say whether the aether we can afford to share with her will be enough to awaken her. So it would be best to take her back with us to the source. There she will be guaranteed all she requires. Zero cannot give her consent, but it seems like we have no choice. The alternative would be to leave her here defenseless. Should she later desire it, we can bring her home. Jack, I might ask you to hold on to Barbaricia's Memoria. It may yet serve a purpose. Oh, what happened to her? You have business with Zero? We have a newcomer, a former minion of Barbaricia. Let her know when she wakes, will you? Barbaricia's minion. Why not go and find... oh, fuck. Why not go and find this newcomer, so we might have something to tell Zero, if nothing else. Indeed. Might I trouble you to join me, Chaka? With luck, we might learn aught of Golbez. You're the one who felled Barbaricia. I won't make trouble, I'll obey, so please, let me stay. If you would obey, then tell me all you know of Golbez. There isn't much I can tell. Only the Archfiends are allowed in his domain, wherever that is. But none but they know. I see. No better way to guard oneself than keeping one's location secret. How does Golbez communicate with his minions afield? He has these scepters? Staves? Whatever they are, he uses them to talk to those far away. Not unlike link pearls, at least in function. That will be all. My thanks for your cooperation. My thanks to you as well for affording me the time. I am satisfied, so let's rejoin the others and head home. Vitra has told all. Golbez goes to great lengths to conceal his whereabouts. Well, I'm not sure Nabdeen has matters under control. I can't help but worry. Let's not keep him waiting. I trust you understand that once we leave the 13th, we will not return until we are prepared to resume our search. Knowing this, are you ready to depart? Yes. I've seen enough of this place for a while. Back to Troya, then, and thence home. And it's tragically beautiful, this place. Oh, shit. Ah, you're safe. Thank the sisters. A moment while I close the gate. There. We may rest easy for now. Was there any trouble? I expect some void sends slipped through. A few did, aye, but we were ready and dealt with them without incident. That is well. I cannot thank you enough for your vigilance. Yes, you're grateful. But aren't you forgetting something more important? You know, the polite but warm formalities one delights in when hearing their little brother returns from a long journey. Journey. Indeed, you're right. It's good to be home again, among those whom I love dearly and missed so much. And we are glad to receive you, Vashan. Welcome home. Okay, Eddie. Chambers have been prepared for your use at Megaduta. Let's take Zero there at once. Mr. Ashamizen, we've been expecting you. If you'd follow me, I'll show you to guest chambers. Our mission took many an unexpected turn, and I am relieved we have all returned safely. But before you all enjoy the rest you have earned a dozen times over, I would consult you on one last matter. Zero. While she appears none worse for wear, she remains locked in slumber, and I cannot help but worry. Is there all we might do to expedite her recovery? If her aether is exhausted, perhaps I can share some of mine now. In the wastelands of the 13th, one can only replenish aether by taking it from others, be it by trade or by force. In contrast, the source is rich in ambient aether. Simply being here and drawing breath, Zero will absorb all she needs. Then we need but wait. I believe so. She will awaken in time, and when she does, give her something to eat. Judging by her form, she should be able to derive nourishment from food. I know you promised her aether, but perhaps she might appreciate fine Hannish cuisine more. Food can certainly be arranged. She looks like any other person. Not surprising, perhaps, given that she's only part void sent. Zero said that before Xenos had altered her essence. A change wrought, I suspect, with the power of darkness. It acted upon the part of her that is void sent, rendering it dominant. Thus, we were able to reverse it with the power of light. I labour to believe that Xenos possessed such arcane knowledge. In all likelihood, it came from Fandaniel. Was Zero wholly void sent, I doubt the crystal would have had any effect on her. One might say that Heidelin had a hand in your meeting. It is no exaggeration to say that Zero has proven herself invaluable, a boon from Heidelin herself. Her cooperation may come at a price, but whatever it is, I'm willing to play it, exhausting though it may be at times. With the direct hit. I think I've already got some of them. My chamber is much the same as this one, too opulent for my tastes, but at least it has space to train. Oh god, don't ruin anything. She seems to be faring better here. Praise be to the sisters. Never once remain idle. You should I would tend to send you on an errand. Would tend to an errand. If I excuse myself, I wish to pay a visit to the High Crucible. While the scales functioned admirably, it would be prudent to have them inspected for signs of degradation. By all means, I shall do the same for this vessel. Then I'll go and meet with the soldiers, share with them what I learned fighting Voidsend in the 13th. What of you, my friend? Have you any immediate plans? I might go and tend to my island. Truly? Had I known you had such interests, I might have entrusted you with the development of our nearby isles to attract visitors. At any rate, should you be in no hurry, might I trouble you with a small task first? I wish to have food ready for Zero when she awakens, you see. Would you be willing to go to Merid's Mayhan and ask for suitable refreshments? Leave it to me. I can do that. I am Eorzea's #1 errand person. Excellent. In the meantime, Nidhana will watch over Zero. She's already en route. Let's each tend to our respective businesses and reconvene at Anon. I think we're going to do up until the end of this arc, so until the last, so we're going to do this quest, the next one, and then unlock the next one, and we're going to stop, because that'll have been over about 2 hours, probably 2 hours and 20 minutes, so that'll be enough for me. Welcome to Merid's Mayhem. Please make yourself comfortable. What? A guest of the satrap has collapsed from hunger. Of course I would be happy to help. You need only tell me what you desire. Modest quantity of a living mortal's aether should suffice. A rich and hearty meal with plenty of meat, something light and refreshing, like fruit perhaps. Your most expensive dish, just for good measure. Plenty of meat. Well, that might be perfect for an adventurer preparing to raid a treasure vault. I fear it would be too much for someone coming out of a long slumber. I would recommend something gentler on the stomach, like these apples here. They've just come in, and I can guarantee their freshness. Afterwards, once your guest feels better, she's welcome to sample whatever else we can provide. Just let me know. Oh. I definitely didn't want to eat some of the meat before I left. Oh. Yes, I'll be joining them. Light. Is this an inn? What happened? How did I get here? There's no time. I must rejoin the battle. I must. You're awake. Wonderful. What is this? Some sort of fiend? A fiend. Where is it? Where? Oh my god, this is amazing. Ugh, this is no time for jokes. You're in the source, my dear. The world next door, so to speak. The others brought you here after you collapsed. I'll fetch them at once. Just wait a moment. I took the liberty of arranging refreshments. I hope you find them as flavorful as they are invigorating. This isn't what you promised, but I suppose Aether is Aether. Wait, don't tell me you don't know how to eat. I took what I needed from it. What's the problem? What's the enjoyment in that? You're supposed to bite, to chew, to savour, and then swallow. Don't take... Oh, okay. Don't take the rotten one. That's the way. So, did it taste good? I don't know. The long years without eating may have dulled your sense of taste. We voidsmen have no need for such when consuming others. There are some who speak of taste when describing the quality and affinity of their praise Aether. But I loathe the act. Taking in small amounts of Aether is like this is one thing, but diluting my essence, diminishing myself, I'd sooner die. I have died countless times. You have? But what happens when you do? Not much. After a while, you return, together with your expanded life force. The important thing is to die where others won't devour you. Amazing. My peers who study immortality and resurrection would be most interested in this phenomenon. The question of taste aside, I'm glad that you're able to partake of food like us. I dare say it agrees with your personal preferences. That's true. You can keep giving me the same on a regular basis. Very well. As my guest, I shall see that you do not want for comfort. And one other thing. We brought you to our world without your consent, and for that I apologize. If you wish it, we will return you to yours once you've regained your strength. It's fine. I have no reason to go back. Except for yours, perhaps. You intend to cross over again, I take it. I do. I have yet to find my sister. I want nothing more than to rush to her aid, to find this Golbez and free her from his clutches, if he still holds her captive. Though if our recent experience taught us anything, it is that the 13th is more dangerous than we ever imagined. Caution must be our watchword. Better late than never. In the short time you spent in our world, you left a trail of chaos in your wake. You managed to return in one piece this time, but don't assume you'll be so lucky next time. Rest assured, we'll make no assumptions and spare no preparation. Speaking of which, while we rest and ready ourselves, I ask that you tell me more about your home. In return, I will tell you about ours. I will show you my domain, Radzathan. Again, a stranger in this strange land. I have a condition. You must come too. You have my thanks. I like the music for this zone. This world is brimming with aether. I feel invigorated just standing here in the breeze. Glad am I to hear it. So is there any place you in particular you wish to see? Perhaps where that food came from. Apple, was it? While I don't expect I'll collapse again, it would be good to know where I can procure more if necessary. Merid's Mayhain, it is then. I shall introduce you to the head waitress, Milhaleen. Yeah. I think we have to walk there as well. Looks like there's not any things. It's the middle of the night and it's pouring rain. Probably not the best time for a walk. So many people on today. Get thunder clusters. Nice. While bound to Xenos, I never saw vibrant cities like this. Only ruined places not so different from the void. Do you recall the time we travelled together to the outpost? Should our tour take us outside the city, we must make use of Hamza again. This is the place. The air is different here, and I speak not of the heat. There's a texture to it, a fullness unlike that of elsewhere. You smell the cooking, I believe. Hannish cuisine is quite fragrant and delicious. I hope you will agree. We could attempt to introduce Zero to Merid herself, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. If you got to work, you got to work. But Milheen is more likely to be available. we've just been walking around, talking and things like that. I'm gonna cut the stream in a little bit anyway. Welcome to Muried's Mayhem. Greetings, Mihleel. Mihleel. And may I introduce you to Zero? She is an esteemed guest, and I ask that you see to her meals during her stay. Ah yes, Muried has told me all. Please come to us whenever you're hungry, we'll look after you. It was here that Pachaka obtained the apple. Whilst the palace cooks can prepare whatever you desire, it is certainly a quick and convenient food. I remember it. Who are the ones there, moving their bodies about? Is it for some ritual related to eating? The dancers. They move their bodies to bring pleasures to those who are watching. It is a form of entertainment, part of our culture. How needlessly complicated. We would prefer simpler pleasures. That may be the way of it now, but your world too must have had complicated diversions at once. I don't remember. Well, let's move on. I propose we visit Balshan's Bazaar, where goods the world over may be found. God, I'm starting to get to the point where I can't even speak. What are all these things for? What do you do here? This is a marketplace, where people buy and sell goods. Since its earliest days, Radzat has served as a trading hub, and here you'll not only find local products, but wares from distant lands. I should mention that the vendors generally only accept payment in coin or tomestones. If there is aught you desire, I shall take care of it. So that's what tomestones are for. Void Send returned for them on occasion, but I never knew their purpose. They struck me as useless trinkets, and I couldn't understand your obsession with them. On that subject, there appear to be no shops in the 13th. Do you never make bargains in which possessions are exchanged? We do, but rarely. We strike bargains when we want something done. If we desire an object, we kill whoever has it. I see. Your bargains may be likened to employment. Your bargains may be likened to employment, I believe. I shall bear this in mind. With that, let's continue on. I propose we head to the High Crucible of Alchemia. Alchemia. Oh, that's terrible. That's over there. Right. Oh, it is this way. Alright. Isu. Hello, Isu. Isu, nice to see you. Why, Master Vitra, how may we serve you this morning? If you're here for your vessel, I'm afraid we're still tending to it. No, there is no rush. Pray take as much time as you need, and know that I have complete faith in your work. The High Crucible is home to the finest alchemists. They are the ones who created my bodies, and can provide you with healing as well. Now that I think of it, you weren't at all surprised when I changed forms. Were you aware of my nature from the start? That I was a soul occupying a vessel not my own? It's hardly uncommon in our world. When given the chance, many shed their bodies to claim stronger ones. Oh, you must be the Roman guest. We've been most eager to meet you. If you have a moment, would you care to stay for some tea? The sisters know we would love to hear your tales. No, I've had enough food for now, and can always obtain more without the need for inane chatter. Now, no need to decline outright. I dare say you are tired, so let's save it for another time and return to the Megaduta. If aught catches your eye en route, do not hesitate to say so. Oh shit, I put away my umbrella. Didn't mean to. I meant to pop sprint. Oh, we get cinematic. Some sort of fruit. Pitiful things, though. I imagine you'd need to eat a lot to derive any satisfaction. These are mulberry trees. Well, but the fruits are indeed edible. More importantly are the leaves, which we use to feed silkworms. Without the creatures, we wouldn't have silk to make our famous Thavnarian weave. Furthermore, the bark of the tree also possesses medicinal properties. You would be hard-pressed to find a more useful plant. And so, is that so? Aside from food, I wouldn't have considered any other purpose for it. Master Vitra and Pachaka too. If it isn't young Mirad, and this must be your sister, Yashra, is all well at the orphanage. Yes, Your Excellency. The other children are very nice, and we all look out for each other. Oh, the other day Estinian came to see us. Everyone was really excited. Truly, Estinian paid you a visit. That is well. Ah, I knew Estinian was a big softie, really. Is she a new friend? Friend? You know what that is? What? You mean you don't? She's a visitor from faraway land, you see, and is still unfamiliar with our language. Then we'll teach you. A friend is someone you like to play with. Play with? Zenos seemed to enjoy himself when he fought you. Is that the same thing? Absolutely not. Then I'm no closer to understanding it. Why he traversed the great expanse, why he risked life and limb for you. But I waste energy dwelling on such things. I am not Zenos. I stand to gain nothing by knowing his heart. I'm sorry I couldn't explain it well. There's no need to apologise. The fault is not yours, but mine for failing to make sense of your words. Well, we'd better get back to our errand. Goodbye. It was nice meeting you. Through Xenos, I thought I understood the ways of your world. But the more I learn of it, the more I realize how little I actually know. It's also strange, your behaviour and your reasons. I find myself baffled at every turn. But the feeling is not unwelcome. I'm learning, bit by bit. It was the right decision to join you. Oh, good for you, Zero. Darkness warped all life in the void, even plants. Only now do I recall flowers and the value they held. Ooh, do I get peach tart? I believe Zero's time here has been rewarding, and was in no small part due to your company. My thanks for agreeing to join us. Come, let's return to Magaduta. Oh, I wish I had Peloton. Yeah, we're heading back to the guest chambers. So what are your impressions of Ratatan? Oh, shit. There is a lot of mortals. Considering your origin, I can see why that might be your first observation. Though they would call each other people, I think. If you wish to know about our fair city, I should be glad to place a guide at your disposal. No need, I'll show myself around. There's only so much about my home I can share with you in return, after all. While I remember some few tales of the past, I cannot speak to their authenticity. But if that is enough, then I will tell you the events that saw darkness engulf our world, the Contra Memoria. We're all ears, please. Long ago, light filled the world, and all was at peace. But then the servants of darkness came, and they bequeathed a black art unto the men. Channeling the power of hope and prayer, one could call form fearsome beings known as Eidolons. The Ascians, and these Eidolons are surely primals. Then you have faced the same, and understand then what an Eidolon is birthed, that when an Eidolon is birthed, strife follows, and in such strife, the weak are the first to suffer. When it seemed the world would be plunged into chaos, heroes appeared, they who were blessed with the singular power to bind the power of Eidolons within crystals known as Memoria. My mother was one such Memoriate, but in fighting to save many, she herself was touched by darkness, as was I. And so you were part Voidsent, before the world was overcome. How exactly did the calamity come to pass? Did the Memoriates not triumph? They did. They expunged the seeds of chaos and restored the peace, only to find themselves seduced by the darkness they had sealed. They spread the taint, transforming men into monsters, what you call Voidsent, and raising armies to wage new wars. Not the first to be corrupted by power, nor the last. Some defied temptation and held fast to the light, my mother and I among them. For years and years we fought, but it was not enough, and when our strength was spent, our bulwarks broken, so too was the world. The flood of darkness. The stars faded from the heavens as a pool black as pitch enveloped creation. Darkness raged unchecked, rending the very walls of reality. I was cast into the rift, and there trapped for what felt like an eternity. Until I came upon a crack, tiny, infinitesimal, but enough for me to squeeze through. And find my world changed beyond recognition into the lightless waste you saw. So that is how you were able to escape becoming a Voidsent in full. I suppose I should consider myself fortunate. Were I like most others, I wouldn't have lasted a day before being devoured. We the lost are better equipped to survive in a lost world. A lost world, you say? I won't be so sure. The 13th is still there, is it not? What are you getting at? To explain requires that we initiate you into the truths of the source and its reflections. Be warned that this will take a while. Then, unlike the worlds that have rejoined, mine still... The Oracle of Light prevented the first from being completely overcome, so the situation may not be completely identical to that of your 13th. But the fact remains that we were able to restore a measure of balance to a world brought to the brink of destruction. It gives me hope to, gives me cause to hope there may be a way to restore light and life to the 13th. Of course, these are only possibilities. I offer no guarantees. But having experienced what we have, I dare say we are more qualified than most to speak on the matter. Wait, I don't understand. Why would you say these things? As if you mean to... But the sole reason you came to the Void was... to find a dragon, aye. And in light of what we've seen, we'd be fools to strive for more. But we scions, former scions, begging your pardon, have a habit of not leaving well enough alone. Old habits die hard, don't they, my friend? Restoring the light would serve our efforts to find and free Azdaja. There is no reason not to try. Do as you will. I have no desire to save that world. Be that as it may, we'll have need of your power when we next face FFXIV. You know how it works. If you want my help, you pay the price. And now that you've drawn Goldbez's attention, it's going to cost you more. A lot more. I will consider this a deposit. If FaZe streams... Though our time in the Void was short, we managed to ascertain that my sister yet lives, and it cannot be overstated how fortunate we are to have met Zero. But the greatest blessing is nevertheless you, my friend, for your encouragement to embark on my search anew, and your help in overcoming the challenges thus far. Well, that's not good. Gobbers and his minions will seek to stymie our efforts. Of this we can be sure. But with you by my side, I have confidence that we will succeed, and that we will find and liberate my sister, and that we shall return home together. I have the tar, even though I don't think it's going to be particularly good for me. Alright, well I think, Pepita, you're the only one here. So, I'm going to stop the stream here and you can go over to FaZe stream manually because she's not streaming yet. Oh, meanwhile, elsewhere. I'm going to finish this cinematic and then I'll send you off to, you can go off to FaZe. First Scarmillion, now Barbarissia. Useless, the both of them. It was no lie, they conspire with a Memoria. And their search for the dragon will lead them here. The war looms nigh. We cannot allow these interlopers to interfere. If I may, my lord, I have a plan to eliminate them. In order to guarantee its success, however, I will require Cagnazo's cooperation. If there is sport to be had, then I'll play along. As much as I dislike following your lead, I have no patience for scheming. Well and good to have confidence, but do not forget the cost of failure. Rest assured, I will see the dream to fruition. Even should I be consumed by my own flames, I will pave the way for one and all. Then I will trust in your oath and your plan. We will give you cause to rejoice, my lord. This I vow. Haha. Some excitement for a change. No sacrifice is too great. Even should my 4 archfiends be lost, I will not halt my steps. Prison of passivity is an obstacle to my cause, and so you must fall. What irony that the blessed damned should set us free. As I swore so long ago. The gate lies open. At long last, my ambition was terribly fulfilled. To be continued. Alright, so we've finished this arc, and so next time we'll start on the next one. I think. And so I'm going to end the stream here. I hope it was enjoyable for you. And we'll see you next time. Goodbye.